Study shows
it's
growing
covering
mental health
mental
crisis
health
among
crisis among U.S. teens.
Surgeon General warning rare public life or death.
In California and across the nation, there is a mental health crisis affecting our youth. We started with Black, Native, Hispanic, Latina, and 2S LGBTQIA+ youth because they're disproportionately affected. Their traditional ways of talking to youth, and to be honest, sometimes talking at youth, weren't working. Our campaign needed to increase awareness and knowledge of suicide warning signs for both youth and their caregivers, increase their trust in resources already out there, their confidence in helping a friend, and belief that they deserve support. And finally, increase help seeking, like reaching out for support for themselves or a loved one, which was easier said than done. Our audience didn't have a lot of confidence in mental health resources.
I think that a lot of people are scared to call these people because they don't see their faces, they don't really know who they're talking to. And people have a lot of trouble talking to a therapist because they don't know the therapist that well, maybe they're not comfortable. So to be calling someone being like, "Hey, this is what's up." They might get nervous because they don't know who they're talking to realistically.
We needed to create a campaign that built trust and uplifted their experiences. So, time to collaborate. Our audience became our co-creation partners. Nothing for us without us was the motto at the center of our strategy. Our campaign was built by youth, for youth. They guided every move we made as we created a campaign with authenticity, relatability, and meaningful impact. We met virtually and in real life with over 400 youth and caregivers through listening sessions, convenings, and youth advisory board meetings across California. They were diverse and included English and Spanish speakers. We learned previous youth suicide prevention campaigns had imagery and messaging that were depressing and felt fake or pandering. Along with our impacted youth audiences, we needed to reach their caregivers and friends. Most importantly, we needed to strongly counteract the notion that their problems were a bother. They needed to feel validated and know that they do deserve help. And that real free confidential resources like TeenLine and the 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline were just a call, text, or chat away.
I used to think before that it was embarrassing to go speak to a school counselor because my parents immigrated here by themselves with nothing. Why can't I go through this, But everyone's battles are differently and it's okay to seek help. And I wish that I didn't have that mindset instilled in me.
We unveiled our award-winning campaign concept, Never a Bother, in spring 2024. Of course, we were with friends when we did, with Sierra Native Alliance, an organization serving Native youth. Launched in English and Spanish and featuring retro-inspired graphics that are both uplifting and attention-grabbing, our campaign was met with a ton of positive feedback. Together with our youth co-creators, we made the sensitive topic of suicide prevention approachable and honest. To bring the campaign to life, we created an award-winning website, neverabother.org, which guides youth to choose the path that's right for them, with design elements, short videos, and subheads that speak directly to them, so they can find the answer to their questions in 3 clicks or less. Numerous video testimonials featuring diverse youth talking about what they went through and how they got the support they deserved. Our paid media plan was dynamic. It reached the entire state, focusing on counties with disproportionate rates of youth suicide. Starting with out of home, we bought consecutive boards that tackled one of the biggest barriers for caregivers: how to start the conversation, by showing text messages between youth and caring adults. Then, to meet youth in an unexpected but ideal place, we cultivated a partnership with the Coachella Music Festival to create a Never Bother experience, both at the physical event and online. For TV and radio, we featured messaging tailored to youth audiences, modeling actual conversations between friends. Later, for caregiver audiences, we modeled how to ask directly about suicide.
I need to ask.
Grandma, I said I'm good.
Whenever you want to talk, I'm here to listen.
Our radio spots were even complemented by a youth-curated Spotify playlist. For social channels, we created communities on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok, featuring a mix of character-driven content as well as user-generated content. Then came a huge breakthrough. Her name? Megan Thee Stallion, an outspoken mental health advocate who fits seamlessly into our message. She was suggested unprompted by our youth. We signed her as our mega influencer. Our partnership with Megan Thee Stallion, capturing over 6.6 million plus impressions to date, included an exclusive video interview with our campaign People and Billboard magazine features, and social posts sharing her mental health journey. She gave her audiences the powerful affirmation that only she could.
Hotties, you are never a bother.
Meanwhile, to garner earned media impressions, our youth advisory board members got media training, and they became spokespeople for the campaign through news interviews, op-eds, podcasts, panels, and more, resulting in over 50 placements statewide and nationally. We disseminated nearly 1,000 printed toolkits across the state, including to all 58 county offices of education and to 34 community-based organizations and tribal partners. Our toolkit featured engaging palm cards, social media templates, magnets, and stickers so our audience can rep the fact that they're a source of support who can be bothered anytime. Never a Bother has sparked a statewide and national movement validating and supporting young people with clear, direct, and inviting guidance on how to seek help when they're struggling. We hosted a first-of-its-kind national webinar on our campaign's development, research, and strategy, drawing over 500 participants. Never a Bother is more than a campaign. It's a tribute to the strength and empathy of California's youth. When young people speak, we gotta listen. And when they reach out, we gotta be there, reminding them